This live event is sponsored by VACAY-JayTV Drip and Swag. That's right, VACAY-JayTV Drip and Swag, 10% off right now while supplies last. And we got the new VACAY-JayTV brims. If you would like to sponsor or see your ad here before a live event, email us at VACAYJayTV@gmail.com. Welcome to another edition of the Ruthless Round Table. Hello everyone. We are coming in live and we are excited to be with all of you today. Are you ready? If you are ready, I need you to put some purple hearts in the chat box. Purple hearts. And we are about to get started. Family, are you ready? All my Rockadooshi fam, are you ready? Because now is the time to come on in the room. Come on in the room with the Rockadooshi. All right, family. Are you ready? I need you to type ready in that chat box if you are ready, because the show is about to start. That's right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Family, how we doing? Hello. How are you today? It's your man, VACAY-JAY. That's right. I am the official Rockadooshi banker. That's right. It's all about getting the money. So when the Raku comes to the bank, I'm the guy that they need to see. All right. My name is VACAY Banker, and we are here today to discuss episode 4 and 5, family. 4 and 5. We're going to discuss it, family. If you're excited, definitely type in I'm excited below. I need to bring up my constituents. I need to bring up my colleagues as we go into the synopsis and the decoding of episode 4. I am going to first bring up a young lady who I believe is the number one fan of the Rockadooshi. She has been doing major things in a major way for the Rockadooshi for many years. She is a loyal subject of the highest in many ways. She is tirelessly bringing you that entertainment for the Raku. None other than Tikadushi herself from All Things Ruthless. How are you, ma'am? How are you today?
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Tika Deshawn. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. All Things Ruthless. Y'all know what it is. It's this whole panel. We're going to rock this thing out. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. VACAY-JAY, I'm glad you don't have on a black robe tonight and your black shades. So let's get it.
All right. We need to bring up our other constituent. That's how you say it, constituent. Our colleague.
You got it.
From the Rockadooshi camp. She is absolutely doing phenomenal things for the Raku and for all of us here. The highly acclaimed EJ, aka the TV Junkie, is in the building. Welcome, ma'am. How are you today?
What up? Doing good. Glad to be here. Ready to talk about the Raku.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. We want to definitely shout out Ruthless TV. She couldn't make it tonight. And also Lakeisha. Shout out to you guys. We're going to hold it down for the fam, correct? We're going to hold it down. We're going to hold it
No
down. So
doubt.
family, how we doing? How you doing today? Is everybody good?
Good.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. We're looking at the chat. Hello, hello to everyone signing on. Let's see, let's see who's in the chat. All right, we see a whole lot of folks in the chat. Thank you for coming through. If you are a true Rockadushi fan, go ahead and type in Raku. I need you to type in the word Raku if you're truly down with the Raku, because we got a heck of an episode to cover today. Don't we? Don't we, ladies? I mean,
Yes,
seriously.
Yes.
that episode was literally pun intended ruthless. I
Definitely.
So
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You ready? You ready? You ready to dive right into it? Okay, okay, okay. Listen, fam. Before we do that, I need to know, what are we rating episode 4? What are we rating episode 4 on a scale of 1 to 10? Of course, I'm going to go to EJ first because we already know the all things ruthless rating. It's definitely biased, but I'm going to ask EJ, the TV junkie, what is your rating of episode 4, ma'am?
I am going to give it a. I mean, it was good. I'm just playing it back in my head real quick. Okay, I'm gonna roll with you on this one. Home of the Ruthless Addicts. We going tens. We putting tens up. Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna rock
Okay.
with
We
you.
got the 10. 10, 10. Okay, okay. Do I want to I'd rather hear your voice than just see see your hands. So, Miss Tika Dushi, what do you rate the show?
You already know it's a 10. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And I,
Already know it's a
I
10. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna rate it a 9.5. I'm gonna rate it a 9.5, just going off of everything. I'm gonna rate it a 9.5. I need to see more skin, but other than that, we're good.
I so
Other
you
than
know
that, we're
what?
good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna jump in here right there because I knew that's what it was.
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
just about to ask you, did you need to see a little more tail feather?
I needed to see a little bit more skin. I mean, listen, let's be real. On this show, we gonna keep it 1,000. I'm a man, a heterosexual man, and I love women. And I need to see me a little bit more skin. Just a little bit, not a lot. You ain't have to show me a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the reason why a lot of us watch the show, right? I mean, I know
No.
that's what. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. We gonna talk about that. That's not what you. I know you're not keeping it 100. All right. All right. So, family, let's get into breaking down this episode. Right. So I'm doing it a little different, and I got a surprise from the highest himself.
mm-mm.
I got a surprise from the highest himself. So we're gonna get this thing started, family. I'm excited to break down this episode. What was the name of the episode? Does anybody remember the name of the episode? You
Mm,
remember it? If not,
shoot,
it's
I
okay.
don't.
We're still gonna get into it. We're still gonna get into it. I have slides already set up, and we're gonna get and break down everything today. All right. So, family, we left off. Where did we leave off? We left off with the highest, right? The highest caught Ruth and Daikon in the trailer. Now, when we saw this the last episode, right? The previous episode, I mean, did you think he was just gonna go off right away? Was he just gonna jump on Daikon? Like, what were your first thoughts when you saw this look on his face? I know we know what happened, but I want to know your first thoughts. EJ, what was your first thoughts? Did you think the highest was just gonna jump and pounce on him, or did you think he was gonna take the same approach?
I didn't think he was gonna jump and pounce on them like in front of everybody. I think he was gonna have a little bit. I think he was gonna take it private, but I thought he was gonna get him, but just private.
Okay. Okay. Tika, you think he was going to do the same thing he did, or was he going? Did you think he was going to pounce on him? First thought.
Okay, so the name of the episode was Eager Little Flower.
Yes.
And yes, I honestly thought he was gonna lay hands right there where he was, because Hayes has been known to swing on people in public, especially Daikon. So he fooled me when he took him where he took him.
Right. 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 So let's talk about that. I mean, look at the looks on their face. They didn't know what was going to happen. It was scared as hell, right? Like, what's he gonna do? I mean, he's just completely silent, and they're like, "You want your breakfast?" He's like, "Shh, be quiet, just follow me." I mean, like, seriously, for you to surprise somebody like that, and for them to just totally be calm, wouldn't that scare the living daylights out of you? I know it would scare the living daylights out of me, right? Hmm. All right,
Definitely.
so yeah, so he takes them to where the wood choppers are, right? They're cutting wood, and he grabs the axe. At this point, do you think that it was going to be another Lilo situation, right? Like what Oliver did to Lilo. Do you think he was going to chop up Daikon at this point, EJ?
Well, I was hoping that he wasn't because I like Daikon. Daikon is probably the only bad good character that I like. He bad good to me, but bad on the show. But I was
Right,
hoping not, but it definitely looked like he was about to drop it. I told you when he don't eat, stuff goes down. So I
right,
mean, it was 50-50 chance.
right. I mean, listen, I'm the same way, right? I mean, listen, when I'm hangry, don't talk to me. If I don't got my coffee and food, listen, I'm 6'5". I'm a big dude. Okay. If I don't got my food and you annoying me and you doing sneaky stuff, I'm definitely trying to take off heads. Tika, talk to me. Do you think it's gonna be another Lilo situation?
I didn't think that at this moment the highest was going to, do Daikon the way that he did Lilo. I mean, the way Lilo was done. Um, the highest is about mind games. He's
Hmm.
gonna torture you mentally before he actually even gets to some real punishment. So no, I didn't think he would behead him.
Got you, got you. Okay, okay. You didn't think he would behead him. Okay. All right. So as we move on, we see that he tells Daikon to go ahead and lay it down. Go ahead, put your head down there because I'm about to chop off your dome piece. All right. You mess around with me, I'm chopping off the dome piece. We got a whole lot of excuses trying to come out of people's mouths. Your girl is like, your highest. He's like, shut up. Daikon's like, he like, shut up, Daikon. Be quiet, right? So they about to get it in. He's about to really get it in. She's really trying to explain, like she's really frantic. She doesn't know what he's gonna do. She sees that he's gonna make that happen, but you know, I want to share with you guys a little something, a little message, right? That your boy, the highest, actually sent directly to me. But he really felt some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Like he really felt angry about what was going on. He felt betrayed, family, right? Like, when you feel betrayed, you all in your feelings. He was all in his feelings, right?
Right.
So I want to share with you exactly what he sent. And he sent it in a musical format. All right? Here we go. Check it out.
Yo. It was Judas who betrayed Jesus. Delilah was Samson. I have too, but I just don't understand. I give, and I give, and I teach. It is always the ones closest to you, and I knew it.
Raku Bars by the highest.
VACAY-JTV.
Bars. Baraku Bars family, that's how he said it. He was very upset about the whole situation. What did you think about his bars, family? Tika, I'm going to start with you. What did you think about the highest spitting bars like that?
Listen, he killed it. That man was on some Samson and Delilah and quoting Bible scriptures and get thee behind me like he was talking to the devil. Listen, shout out to the highest. He had bars.
He definitely was dropping some bars. EJ, what you think about the bars, yo?
I liked his bars. I was like, oh, okay, I see you highest dropping them bars. I liked it.
Okay. I mean, listen, he was really, really feeling some type of way. So he wanted to express it. We as a people, brown people, we got to hear it in musical form sometimes to really understand where he was going. So anyway,
Really
we're talking about him actually going to chop off Daikon's head. She's trying to explain everything. He's like, get thee behind me, as you said, Tika, right? Quoting scriptures and the whole nine. And just as he is about to chop off his head, what happens? What happens? Your
Ruth
girl
saves
Ruth.
him.
EJ, talk to me. Like, did you think that she was going to grab the axe like that? Because I was like, yo, that's kind of close, right? Talk to me.
That was, I mean, something had to happen. And Ruth typically is the one who saves the day all the time. So something had to give. I didn't really think she was going to grab it like that. I thought maybe she would try to get his attention, but she had to grab the axe. I think that was the only way to get his attention. But she got his attention all right. I mean, it was a ballsy move, though. Oof.
Definitely a ballsy move. Yeah, Tika, talk to me. Like, did you think this was going to happen? Like, I honestly was like, yo, don't even step in the way. Like, she easily could have got cut. You know, what do you think, Tika?
Yeah, Ruth is always saving Daikon for some reason. No matter how disrespectful he is to her, she's always saving him. Now, sis is crazy for real because there's no way I would have grabbed that axe the way that she did. But I knew she would. I knew she would protect Daikon. She ended up getting jacked up in the process, but she would save Daikon.
Right. So yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, she saved Daikon, and Daikon turned around and wasn't trying to save her. He was
Exactly.
just following orders, like, yeah, all right, grab her and put her down there instead. And Daikon was just like, okay, like, come on, bro. Like, she just saved your head. And you ain't gonna do nothing. You just gonna push her down. He hit her in the face, like he hit that beautiful face. I'm sorry, Melissa. I hope that wasn't. I know it wasn't real, but doggone it, I was feeling mad. I was like, highest, I'm coming to get you. Don't be hitting her in the face like that, right? So
But one thing, Jay, before
yeah,
you continue, one
yes,
thing you have to think about though, Ruth has always had the ability to stop the highest in anything that just about anything that he's doing. Daikon doesn't have that power. So the only thing or the ability, so the only thing he knows is to do what the highest says to do.
right. True. Yeah. So listen, she's like, tell him, right? Tell him. And Daikon like, no, I ain't telling him nothing. Because Daikon didn't come up with anything. He's like scared for his life. She's like, tell him. So of course, here comes Ruth. Now, Ruth is about to talk to the highest. And again, I thought this was very ingenious, what she did. I mean, so ingenious that I made a whole segment about it. Like I made a whole segment. I call it Fire Lies. She got them fire lies just coming back to back to back. She was just quick on her feet. You know what I'm saying? So I call it Fire Lies. So we're going to go through the lies that she told in order to get them out of trouble. All right? Here's the first one.
It's the eldest mother. She's having sex with the men here, and I was trying to tell Daikon in private.
That was the first one. Let's go on to the second one.
She got mad with one of them. She cut his penis because he wouldn't sleep with her.
So the first two, were they complete lies, or was it a half lie, or mostly lie, or mostly a truth? EJ, what you say?
Well, you know, the jury's still out on if these men are actually giving in to elder mother. We don't know 100% if she actually getting it in with some of them. Now, I ain't gonna lie, some of them probably might go for it. When it's all said and done, elder mother is definitely coming on to these men. She trying, for sure.
She definitely trying. Tika, was it mostly the lie, one truth? What was it about?
First of all, shout out to Angel Owens in the comments over here on my Facebook group. Thank you for tapping in. Ruth is gonna tell a portion of the truth. But it was enough. Elder mother, she needed something that the highest would be believable for the highest. So a portion of it was true. The whole cutting the slicing of man meat was not. But you know, the way she stitched it up, you could say that she messed it up even worse. So yeah, it was a lie. But she did what she had to do.
She did what she had to do. She did what she had
Yeah.
to do. I mean, again, the truth is that yeah, elder mother is sleeping with him, and that was the one truth that she did say.
Right.
But everything else, oh my God. Okay, let's go
Fire.
to the fire lies, just back to back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't celebrating the lie, but we just celebrating the show, right? Here we go. Here's the third one.
I went to his trailer so I could tell him and that he could tell you.
Just lying, just lying. Here's the last one.
She makes your food. We need her. I was trying to tell him in private. That is the truth. On the rock.
Not the hard eyes.
Listen, at that point, you already know she got him locked. Yeah, she got him locked in. You know what I'm saying? At that point, they like, okay, Ruth, you're right. Okay. Man, so she got him out. I mean, I thought it was genius. I had to highlight it because she saved both of their lives on that day, right? Okay, let's move on. Family, keep dropping your comments below. Yes, we are covering Ruthless, family. And again, he believes her. He totally believes her. Moves on. Let's talk about your girl right here. She coming around here starving like Marvin. I'm hungry. When we gonna eat? Your girl Laura is starving, and elder mother's letting her know. Listen, we don't eat until the men eat. Oh no, I know y'all got a problem. Look at your girl. Look at her face. When y'all turn y'all head to the side like that, it's a problem. EJ, talk to me. Is it a problem for Laura? Is her stomach eating her back right now? Talk to me. Are you feeling for
it? It definitely is. Laura, she hungry. I'm just like, girl, you this hungry? You just ate last night. You would think that after that food last night, like it wouldn't have wore off this quickly. But she's just doing the most. Like, she's asking all these questions, and then when she questions her about the kids, I was like, okay, John, what you gonna say next? Because John looked like she was offended. Like, I dare you. We give these kids a healthy diet.
Right.
But I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, she makes some valid points, right, Tika? I mean, it's like, what about the kids? Do the kids eat before the men? Like, you're making some valid points. I mean, when you hungry like that, you're going to throw everything in the pot. Like, well, what about this? What about that? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get your meal on. Tika, talk to me. Do you feel bad for Laura?
Listen, I mean, let me just say this. First of all, them nasty behind pans and pots and dusty. And first of all, I would not have been craving nothing from off of those containers. Secondly, I don't know. I think that because of the feeling that Laura received when she ate the food the night before, she might be craving that particular feeling again, because they drug and everything. So she may be craving that feeling again. But yeah, her belly was touching her spine. So give her that food off that dusty container.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, you get the stuff in your system. It's like, you got the munchies now. I mean, it's sort of like the flour, what the flour is, right? The green flour, and you get the munchies. Like, she's hella hungry right now. And you're right. To your point, Tika, like, the body needs more of that stuff because you already took it. Now it needs more. Absolutely. Okay. Let's move on. Your boy, Sheriff Conley, shows up. See, I pointed this out because Sheriff Conley, he off the chain. He is off the chain for real, rolling up in the spot like, hey, listen, your girl last time, she was whack. I need her to know what she doing because I'm an old man. I had to point that out because Sheriff Conley crazy. What do you think about Sheriff Conley, EJ? Like, are we on the same page? Is he like mental?
Yeah, Sheriff Conley is crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because from what I remember in that car, it looked like she was doing something right. That's the first thing I thought about. I said, Sheriff Conley, sit down somewhere. But yeah,
he just likes to complain. Yeah, he likes to complain about everything because Yeah, he crazy. He crazy. Yeah, Tika, talk to me about Sheriff Conley because this man off the chain. That's your boy too.
Yeah, that's my boy, dirty old Sheriff Conley. He was talking quite a bit of trash, but he still did that bust down in that car. So he was lying. He was lying. He
Yeah.
enjoyed it, and look at him wanting coming back for more. But he had some important information to tell him first, so he
Yes, he
loved it.
did. Yes, he did. And he told him that we got the FBI in town. They are coming through asking questions. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And Daikon like, don't worry about it. We got it covered. We got it covered. He's like, you better have it covered because I want my money. He about his money too. He really about his money. He's like, I'll take the girls, I'll take all of that, but I'm about my money. Okay, but make sure he said, make sure they do it right because I'm an old man. I gotta keep it up. So, all right. Let's talk about this. Ooh, yeah. See, again, I'm bringing out the highlights of this show, family. Let's talk about Insane Zayn and Elder Madamava when they went and took the food to the highest. Okay, so let's briefly see exactly. I want y'all to see exactly what Insane Zayn is talking about. She is like, I think you said it. Last time, EJ. She is like so far out there. It's like there may not be any coming back, right? So let's see exactly what she said.
Well, we still have Andrew and the other prisoner in the punishment trailer. Can I shoot them?
Shoot them.
Yes, Your Highest.
In time.
Off the chain. Off the chain. Tika, talk to me, man. Is she mental? Is she totally gone? Like, what is going on with Zayn?
Zayn is ready to pop one, pop two. Let's get it. But she has definitely lost her marbles. Her friends, like I said, her friends are gone, and the ability that the highest or the power the highest gave her by taking someone's life just made it even worse for her. Now she's on a whole other level, delusional and everything else.
For real.
But I like this side of Zayn because she's been so timid for a very long time. So I really honestly like this side of Zayn.
Got you. EJ, talk to me. Zayn, is there any coming back for her? Like, she is ready to just assassinate everybody.
No, I think Zayn is out of there. I think she's gone. I don't think she's coming back. I don't think there's anything that could make her come back at this point. I think she has pretty much gave up on the fact that she's ever going to get out of there. I don't even think she bought into the fact that they were ever going to leave at some point. So I think she just snapped, and now she is where she is. She wants this favor with the highest, and she's willing to what it takes, and she knows what it takes. It takes killing, and low key she likes it. She got a rush from it, and now it's just in her. I mean, she like baby highest at this point.
True, baby.
Working her way up.
Working her way up. That's what she's trying to do. And that's exactly what the highest is saying. He's like, man, like, you eager little flower. That's the name of the episode. Eager little flower. Don't worry about it. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the whole punishment thing down. You'll have your turn, right? So he sends her off. They send her off. And then your boy highest start asking some questions, right? Asking questions because Ruth, of course, put the bug in his ear, put the battery in his back, and he's asking questions like, hey, are you coming on to River? And she's like, of course not, right? Then he's like, well, from what I understand, you sleeping with the men on the campus. Oh, no. Where would you hear that from? And then she's like, well, you did send me on a mission to test out the men. He's like, yeah, I thought you was going to use the ladies. It's like, well, they wasn't doing a good job, so I started doing it myself. He's like, what? He's like, you got to be out of your mind to be doing that, right? So then what does he do? He calls in our girl, right? Let's see exactly what happened when he calls in your girl, Zayn.
Take Elder Mother to the punishment trailer.
Can I punish her, Your Highest?
No, just wait for me there.
Your highest, bitch.
Did you not hear the highest? Let's go, and let's go now.
Come on, old lady.
I swear, I swear I did not want to laugh when she said it, but I couldn't help myself. I just busted. EJ, talk to me. Was this a crazy scene right here with your girl Zayn?
Man, I love this scene. This was one of my favorite scenes, and one of the reasons why I gave it a 10 because I'm just saying, at this point, I'm loving seeing Zayn with her crazy self. I really want to see how far she's gonna go because I feel like she's gonna go further. I feel like this is just the tip of the ice, and the fact that it's so interesting that elder mother is basically mentoring her to be a baby elder mother, but really, like I said, I think she's gonna end up being more like a highest, but she's trying to mentor her. And now the trainee is basically going off and doing exactly what she wants her to do. Like she's doing exactly what you're teaching her to do, and she's doing it to you. And she's not holding any mercy back. And I think that's like the best part of it is that she doesn't care. As soon as Haya says do it, she click just like that. And she forget that they friends, quote unquote, or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh
Well, I
yeah,
love it.
definitely. Yeah, oh yeah, I love it too. I love it too. Tika Dushi, talk to me. I mean, is the eager little flower becoming the full blown elder mother times 10 on the elder mother? Talk to me.
Absolutely. But before I get into that, and I'm not gonna take long, but
Uh-huh.
can we remind everybody that Elder Mother Marva said that she was giving a good report? So she was doing sloppy toppy and rubbing the men down, and she received a good report. Okay. So
Yes.
anyway, absolutely, Zay is becoming the new elder mother slash the highest. She's taking no prisoners, not even from Elder Mother Marvel. Ha ha ha. Elder Mother Marvel, you got what you deserved. Payback.
Oh my God. Listen, I think Elder Mother Marva has a record, like is the leading record Elder Mother to be in the punishment trailer. I don't know anybody else, right? Do you know anybody else? Do you remember anybody else being like in there so many times? Like it's just back and forth with Elder Mother
Mm-mm.
Marva, right?
She has the trophy for the top Elder
You got
Mother
it.
in the punishment trailer.
I mean, for the fact that Zayn went ahead and slapped the taste out of her mouth
Coconut milk.
and then said, "Come on, old lady."
Oh, lady.
Yes. Love
It's
it.
like Zayn, you doing the most right now. You doing the most with that. You ain't
Yes.
have to say that to that lady. You ain't have to say that to Elder Mother
Yes,
Marva.
she did. She had to assert her power.
You know what?
It
Look
was
at you.
Ripley's face.
See, Tika, you need to be on the campus. They about to train you up. She's like, yes, she did. She deserved it.
I'll be
All
there.
right. Let's talk about the FBI. They are there. They in the building. They in the town. They looking for the sheriff again. Of course, what's her name again? I don't remember her name. What's her name? The sheriff, the deputy. She she is like, I don't know.
Is
Kate,
it
She's a
Kate?
what's her
I
name?
think Kate.
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 Kate Styles. Kate.
Kate. Yes, Kate. Man, like she's a little bit slow to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like come on, like you know what they here for. You know you don't gotta try to hit him on the phone. He's not gonna answer. It's the same thing over and over and over, right? But then she slips up. I know y'all caught this. When she's making that phone call, she's saying, up another one missing, right? So of course the FBI, they on like, what do you mean another one is missing? Who are you talking about? Oh, nothing. You don't got to look into it, and then she spills the beans anyway, right? She says, well, definitely Polk was he was drugs and this, that, and the third, and you just got to probably you don't got to worry about it. You don't got to worry about it. It's like, why you gonna do it? Just didn't make sense to me why you would do that. But of course, it's the writing. It's supposed to be there, right? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about this right here, this scheme that's going on between Daikon and the highest, right? So Daikon comes in, he's having fun with River, they chopping it up or whatever. And Daikon is like, listen, we got a problem. Number one, FBI's in town. Okay, what we gonna do? And then he talks about how Andrew got a plan, and he's like, do you trust the plan? And he's like, well, he did kill an FBI agent, so like they don't have any other choice. They got to go with Andrew's plan if they want to get out of this somehow, some way. But he's talking about Aaron, and he's talking about Laura, right? So Aaron, they found out that he did see a little something. He has concerns about the campus or whatever. So the highest tells Daikon to take him in to talk to Andrew and make up a story that we bring people into the punishment trailer for detox. Right? You remember that? Okay. And then he says, okay, send Laura to me. I'm going to talk to her. Okay. So they come up with this little plan. Let's see what happens. All right. Here we go. Now we see Laura. See, I wanted to get right to this. Right here. Talk to me, Tika. What is happening in this very moment right here?
1 puff, 2 puff, 3 puff, let's go. Sis is about to be blessed. She is about to see the Raku for about 5 hours, maybe 12. She is about to take a long night, good night, a long sleep, good night. So, hey, let the bodies hit the floor. That's all I can say.
The bodies hit the floor. What do you think about this tactic here, EJ? I mean, this is the same tactic that we saw with Lynn, right? He did the same thing to Lynn. The whole setup was, my husband is concerned, but I want to be healed, right? What do you think about this whole scene right here, EJ?
I thought it was interesting, and that's the first thing I thought about. I thought about Lynn. I was like, well, I know it's some good stuff because Lynn brought her crazy self back out there. So whatever's about to happen, Laura's about it's over. But I thought it was interesting. I'm glad that she's no longer hungry because clearly all of that just went away when she had got to go see the highest. Right. But I thought it was interesting. She kept trying to talk about her husband, but he was like, do you want to be healed? And I think at this moment, about that more than the logic of everything that she knows, because think about it, it's your husband. When you believe he's saying versus believing these strangers that you don't know, even if it is the highest, I just thought it was interesting how she got roped in just that quick.
Yeah, because you know what? I think she definitely is like more, I would say she's like 80% a believer and 20% doubt because of her husband. Like she was all in. You remember the previous episodes, even the last season, she was just like, I'm not leaving. You could leave, but I'm not leaving. So she is so like, I'm giving up everything. We gave up everything. It's either it's go hard or go home, So, when this for her to just totally forget about the food and be like, oh, we're gonna see the highest. Okay, let me go. Yeah.
Because she wants that baby that she so can't have. You know what I mean? So if it takes the highest to even just touch her cloth, she like back in the Bible, all he did was touch my cloth and now I'm healed. So she really truly, like you say, believes that the highest has that power to heal her. But she's about to go nighty night.
Wow. Crazy. Okay. So we see your boy. You still don't got no drawers on. Put some clothes on, Andrew. Come on, man.
And we're not complaining.
I know y'all ain't. Of course, y'all not complaining.
It's hot in there.
Yeah, okay. Thank God I got the shadows on it. Okay. So anyway, we got Daikon bringing Aaron through. Okay, and then he makes up that story and see if Andrew picks up on it, right? Because at this point, we're trying to see if Andrew is loyal to the Raku. Everything that he went through. He killed Brian. He went through all of this. Is he still loyal? Is he going to follow along with this lie? And yeah, your boy actually does follow along with the lie. Like, what do y'all think about that? What do you think his motives were as far as following along and saying, yeah, he was messed up in his mind when he came because he was on some stuff, but they detoxed him. Tika, talk to me. What do you think about him going along with this? What is the whole motive?
If Andrew wants to get out this Rakadushi compound alive, he has to play along. You can tell at the very end of this particular scene that he was disgusted by the fact that he just lied to this man. So he's definitely playing along just long enough so that he can do what he has to do to get off the Rakadushi compound. So I don't blame him. Do what you got to do to survive.
Right. EJ, like, is this a smart move for Andrew? I mean, he really doesn't have anything left, right? Like Malcolm, we don't know what happened to Malcolm. We know he went to the electric chair. We didn't see anything yet. Brian's totally gone. Aaron, he's not helpful at all. Like, so, was this a smart move for him to play along with this? What do you think?
I think it was definitely a smart move, but Andrew has showed us time and time again that he makes smart moves. Like, he knows what to do. To be fair, if it wasn't for Brian, Lynn, and Andrew and Malcolm, Andrew would still be solid. Malcolm messed all of that up for him, in my opinion, but he would still be solid. And he's always known how to. So he knows that when Daikon says this, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it, even though he knows that, hey, I just lied to this dude. But at the end of the day, he's also saving dude life, because if he just started, saying, telling the truth, then he put that dude life in danger. And then that's one more person that can't help him anyway. So it wouldn't have made any sense.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It was definitely a smart move. Again, he doesn't have any more cards to play. So he has to play along in order to get out of this thing, because I swear, like, it has to be. I mean, I know they go, each episode is like one day at a time, but for us, he had to have been there for like 4 months in the punishment trap, at least 4 months, right? So yeah, it's time for Andrew to get out of it. It's time for him to get out. Okay. I mean, it's just like you said, Tika. Yeah, he was like, man, I had to just do what I had to do. Okay, here we are.
My
There
boy.
go your boy. Yeah, I pulled up your boy, George and Lewis. And George, what's his name, Tika?
Pierre Johnson.
Pierre Johnson. There you go. Well, shout out to Pierre Johnson. And we got Lewis. And I didn't get the earlier clip because I just wanted to wrap it up here. But they've been talking about your boy, scumbag Manny. We shouldn't trust him because he believe in all of this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't believe in none of this stuff. Like, we got to watch him. So they really like skimming on your boy here. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about this? Like, why are they setting this up? Like, what's going to happen to your boy scumbag Manny that, are they going to rat? It's like, what do you think is going to happen with these two? What are they going to do? I'll start with EJ.
So first and foremost, let me just say shout out to these two, because this was everything for me. This was like one of my favorite parts, was seeing their interaction, because it was so nice to finally see somebody that was keeping it 100% real, that was outside of the circle of, people trying to get away. So I love that part about it. But I honestly think that that whole conversation that Manny has with him earlier, where he asked if he's, if Daikon asked him, will he stay, will he tell him, the story that they just came up with? I don't know if Lewis is going to stick with this at this point, because of the fact that Manny is not who he thought he was. Manny has drunk the Kool-Aid at this point. So it's going to be about what's in his best interest. Am I going to lie for you or not? We ain't there no more like we were. So I think that's going to be interesting. I think that's where it's going to come back.
Absolutely. Tika, talk to me about this interaction. Talk to me about these two brothers actually like skimming on your boy scumbag Manny. I mean, definitely keeping it 1,000. Because like right now, I think like Manny is sort of how the way Oliver was. You remember how Oliver was so deep in it? And Andrew pretty much had to slap him out of it, right? With all of this that's going down. So talk to me about this interaction right here with your boy George and Lewis. Talk to me.
Listen, these boys are here just so they can get some free punani and some free food and have a roof over their head. You know what I mean? They're playing along again to play along, but somebody about to get seated. And I don't think these two going to take that kindly. So somebody is about to jump ship. That's all I'm saying. They not with the shenanigans.
So who you think gonna jump ship first? Because we went from the word cleansing to now. What's the new word? What's the new word? Enlightenment. Thank you. Enlightenment. That is a lighter way to say it. So I think. I mean, hey, you're right. Lewis did mention, hey, man, I just got out. What else do I have to go to? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting free food. I got all the girls around here, So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting. So they're developing everything, right? So we're going to see what happens with these two. All right.
If you pay attention to George's, his eye movements, his body language, he's uncomfortable. So he looking like he ready to go.
I mean, well, like being that he is kind of like new on the scene, I believe he's definitely new to the campus, right? So he's definitely more green than anybody else, right? More so than Lewis, more so than Manny. So yeah, he's like brand new. So yeah, he's definitely uncomfortable. So here we go with the highest, right? They chant, highest, with his little makeshift throne right there. You know what I'm saying? They bringing people through. Your boy River is super hype. He's like extra hype, like, yeah, nice. He's like a little cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? And they bringing him through. It's time to talk to the men's. Time to talk to the men's, family. And your boy is coming through to let them know, right? So he's letting them know, listen, Ruth is going to be the wife to be. They're like, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, but you know what? Each one of you will be able to have your own wife as well. They're like, okay. And then he asked, the funny part to me was when he was like, how many of you were enlightened by me, right? And then River stood up and a few other guys stood up, right? And I'm just like, man, I don't know if I would admit to being enlightened, but the rest of them have no idea what that means.
Exactly.
Like, look at River looking back. He's like, oh, you enlightened them too? Like, I thought it was just me, right? Looking back at who was enlightened, right? So talk to me about this right here, about the whole enlightenment thing. Like, man, he's saying that you got to be enlightened before you can have a wife, right? So Tika, talk to me about this whole process, right? Because it's all coming down to who slept with Elder Mother Marva. You already know. We're gonna hand out these sheets and just let us know. It's gonna be anonymous. But talk to me about this. Whoever's enlightened can have a wife. Like, if you're being enlightened, do you really want a wife? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me about that.
Well, the high's been backing it up, scooting it up, picking it up, dropping it down on all these men. So they have earned their right to get them a wifey. I mean, I wouldn't have stood up, but at the end of the day, the highest said to do it. So you got to obey what the highest says. And I mean, we'll see who takes who as a wife. But yeah, the highest been getting it in. He has been very, very busy. That number surprised me. So anyway, back the thing up. Hey,
EJ, what do you think about this whole process? Like, if you are enlightened, he said, listen, I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of all of you for being enlightened. Right. He's like, because if you're going to impregnate these women, it's going to have my seed, right? So talk to me about this whole process. What is your thought pattern about this twisted thought pattern?
Okay, first and foremost, let's just say that it is twisted, that he actually thinks that his seed, you already know, it's just twisted. That's twisted. But I thought it was interesting that so many people stood up. And I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing this whole episode, except for the first part. That part was funny. But the rest of it, I was cracking up. It was a lot of comedic relief throughout the rest of it, in my opinion, because I'm looking at River and the way River is excited and the way he's smiling. River be in it. Like, I love this character, but I was like, you've been doing a lot, like a whole lot. And the way that Lewis and George are looking and they kind of just shaking their head. And I'm thinking to myself, Manny, you next, because Ruth, you have to protect her and you got to get enlightened in order to protect Ruth. So you next, bro. You
He's next. Oh my God, he is next. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be, that day is going to be a terrible day.
He got to heal first before he can be next, though. He has to heal.
Well, I mean, does he? I mean, because he really going to be the one getting the butt plug. He don't got a plug. The highest going to be plugging it in. He ain't going to be plugging that.
Exactly. What it looked like, he going to expose himself. He's just going. Anyway, keep going. I'm sorry.
We get real deep on this. Real technical on this. All right, fam. So here we go. So while the highest is talking, something crazy happens. Let's see exactly what happened next.
I must say, men have been loyal, and I will always. Is that a phone?
Ooh.
Aaron. Poor Aaron.
Man, listen.
Poor
Okay.
Aaron.
We got to talk about this. Because I was like, dang. But I was like, you just stupid. Like, you just... Come on, man. Come on. EJ, talk to me. What are your thoughts on Aaron putting the phone in his pocket and him finally getting frequency right there at the pavilion? Talk to me.
Okay, first and foremost, you are so correct. When you say stupid, at first I was like, okay, Aaron might not be that stupid. You know, Aaron might make it through if he just learned how to play the role. He might be okay. But why wouldn't you turn the phone off? There's reasons that I say that. First of all, you in the middle of nowhere. You can't have this phone. You need to be trying to preserve the battery. You don't know where you're really going to get service at. And I'm just like, dude, this was dumb on every level. I'm okay with him taking it out the bag, but what I'm not okay with is you actually keeping it on. And if you were going to keep it on, why not vibrate? Why not use, like, come on now. You don't know where you're going to get service at on this camp. Come on.
Right.
It's just dumb on every level. And why didn't the highest third eye know that the phone was there? That's what I want to know.
Because we know he don't got no real third eye. You know that.
Third eye
you remember that? You remember that episode when he was like, I need you to unclog my third eye, and Ruth and them laid down and he put their head on Ruth's head. You know, he ain't seen none of that. Tika, talk to us. Let us know, was this the stupidest move in the world? Like, talk to me. Give me a different angle, maybe. What are your thoughts?
Poor Aaron. He didn't know that phone was going to go off right there. He had been in that pavilion many times, and even to have dinner, he was in that pavilion, and the thing didn't ring, didn't go off, didn't catch a service. The man walked over to the bathroom. He was in the finance trailer and couldn't catch a service at all. So how convenient or inconvenient was it that the freaking phone rings out of nowhere? And furthermore, who the heck is calling him? Like, that's my only question.
That's my next question.
Aaron?
That's my next question. You read my mind. See, y'all read my mind. Who the heck? All right, because I need everybody to answer this. Everybody in the chat, before we get to this final question, before we wrap this up, who the heck is calling your boy Aaron on his little cell phone? Who do you think it is? Drop your comments below. Let us know. I'm gonna go to EJ. EJ, who's calling? Is that Jesus on the line? Who could it possibly be that's calling Aaron at this very moment?
He gonna wish it was Jesus. What's about to happen to him? But honestly, probably a family member, like maybe his mama, his daddy, or somebody. It gotta be somebody. It gotta be somebody like that. Aaron just don't strike me as the social type at this point. So I'm gonna go with his mama.
You're gonna go with his mama. Okay.
Yeah.
Family, drop your comments below. Tika Douchey, who do you think is calling your boy Aaron? Who's calling him?
Aaron could have called the FBI. He could have called the police, and they're calling him back. Like, we got a missed call. You know, the police, if you call the police, they'll call your number back.
That's
and
true.
Say, we got a missed call from this number. Is everything okay? So it could have been the police. It could have been FBI, but a lot of people are saying it could have been his mama. So who knows? I'm just gonna pray for Aaron. I feel for him. I know what's coming for him, so I'm just gonna pray for him.
Right. So that's the next question, which we kind of already know the answer, right? But we definitely want to discuss it really quick before we wrap this up. So, what happens next to your boy Aaron? Let's talk about predictions. And I want to talk about predictions not only for Aaron, but I want to talk about predictions for everybody else. So let's first address Aaron. What is going to happen to your boy Aaron at this point? I'm going to go to EJ first because I know Tika already know the answer. So EJ, what's going to happen to our boy? You probably going to say the same thing, but it's fine.
It's cool. Yeah, he is going to the freezer. I mean, that's the next place for him. They ain't gonna take him to the electric chair yet. He ain't ready for that one yet. He going to the freezer first. Gotta cool him off.
the electric chair is already filled right now. So he got to wait his turn for that one because we still
That's
got to
true.
find out what happened to our boy, right? Like we ain't see our boy in like 2 episodes, right? So we still need to find out what happened,
Yeah.
right? So Tika, what's going to happen to Aaron? Even if it's the same answer, but what attaching that question, what's going to happen to your boy Malcolm? Because we haven't seen him. We're going to see Malcolm in this next episode coming up in a couple of hours.
Well, we know Malcolm is definitely going to receive a few charges. So that's no question. But Aaron, he's gonna first the height's gonna force him to kind of explain who it is that's answering or who it is that's calling him. He'll probably make him answer the phone in front of everybody. And if it's the police or somebody, then he'll be forced to be dragged off, because we saw in that scene in the trailer that he's being dragged off, and then like EJ said, he'll be placed in the cooler.
Right.
My poor baby Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron, it's not looking good for Aaron, man, for real. Like, you know, some people saying he might be FBI. I don't know if he's FBI. But it's a possibility. You know, the way Tyler Perry writes, he'll throw us off and make us think that he's like totally dumb. But again, he's in a new environment, trying to adapt to this environment, and he got his quote unquote wife. Do we believe that's really his wife? You know what I'm saying? I know there was emotions going back and forth. Yeah, I know you believe, and we a baby and all this and that. I mean, are they really leading us down the road that they are really married, or are they part of some type of alphabet agency on the low? You know what I'm saying? What do you think, EJ?
I mean, it's always a possibility, like you said. But you know, my eye somewhere around here, it's a little foggy right now, but it's telling me that Aaron is definitely not FBI. I don't think he's FBI. He just don't strike me as FBI. And that Laura really have drunk the Kool-Aid. I think that she is completely gone. So I just think he just got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
following his wife.
Following his wife. Okay, gotcha. I mean, that does make sense. Tika, talk to me. I mean, are they really married? Like, come on. Like, I don't know. If that was my wife, I don't know if I could be separated like that. I mean, that's taking a little bit too far. Like, you know what? I can't sleep with my wife. Nah, we out of here, dog. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta go.
You saying we out of here, but they already tried to be out of there, and there was no leaving out of that gate. So I feel like there's something more to Aaron. She could have just been the perfect plant, because she was just like Lynn, who wanted to go on the compound and help, but then she got a taste of that food that had the drugs in it, and now she's gone for real, and she might be believing her own story. Aaron was supposed to be an EMT, but is he really? Again, is it the FBI trying to call him on the telephone? Now we got another FBI agent on the compound. I don't know.
Man, if that's another FBI agent, then I don't know where we going with this story. Like we just going, it's just a revolving door. But like, oh, one goes out, then another one comes in. One goes out, another FBI comes in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm really praying for Aaron. I'm praying for Laura. I mean, she's knocked out on the floor. He most likely is going to the freezer. Right? What's gonna happen to Elder Mother Mava? Is Zayn gonna do a sneak torture? You know, she be doing sneak tortures. You know, it'd be like sneak this. Now she do a sneak torture before the highest get there. Is she gonna do that again, EJ?
Who, Elder Mother?
Is Zayn gonna do a sneak torture on Elder Mother?
No, she's not gonna sneak torture this time. I think that she's gonna wait. I don't think she's gonna do that again. Because she's trying to stay in the highest favor at this point. And she sees how much favor she gets by doing certain things, but I think she's going to do it the right way, because he specifically said, wait for me. And I think she is going to follow his direction. She in it. So I don't think she's going to do that because of that.
Okay. Tika, you think the same thing?
Okay, let me just remind everybody, my predictions, I'm putting out this disclaimer now. They may not be true. Okay, I'm just predicting in my mind what I feel will actually happen. So I just want to put that out there. Now, with that being said, You know how the highest feels. No, Zayn is not going to punish Elder Mother Marvel again.
Yeah.
But you know how the highest likes to publicly embarrass people. Remember the couple that he forced to have sex in front of everybody in the pavilion. I feel like there's going to be another moment where Elder Mother Marvel is publicly embarrassed.
Ooh.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Wow. So let's talk about this really briefly. Again, we are taking a survey here. We're taking an anonymous survey. Who slept with Elder Mother Marvel? Did you sleep with Elder Mother Marvel? Yes or no? That's all they got to put on the paper, right? No name,
Right?
no.
Yes or
So
no?
Icon has to count these papers.
Yep.
So if the majority of them said yes, which we are thinking yes, it did happen, then are you telling me, Tika, that he is going to get Elder Mother Marvel out of the torture chamber, bring her to the pavilion, and have these guys get busy with Elder Mother Marvel in the pavilion?
I'm dead.
She may either get her fancy tickled, or she's going to act out what she did to the men. She's going to have to show the highest what it is that she did to the men.
Wow.
She fingered with she was played around with by Manny. So it may go down that road again. Do y'all want to see it or not?
Now we are seeing how Tika's mind works. Again, this is her prediction, family. So
I forgot about that.
That's why we watched the show, right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, when they was in the infirmary. She's like, make me feel good, go under my dress and make me feel good. You remember that?
Yep.
So you think that he's gonna bring her to the pavilion?
Yep. Yep.
Family, drop your comments below. Do you think that's gonna happen? You know, replay family, live family. Let us know. That is a wild prediction. Hey, listen, if it happens, that'll be crazy. That'll be crazy.
Yeah.
EJ, what's up? What's up?
Just pray for me.
Girl, if that happened, I'm telling y'all, I'm just gonna go to the flow. I'm just gonna say, forget it. I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I'm done. I'm like, I don't know, y'all.
Listen,
I
the
would love
season
it
is
though if
heating
it
up.
happened.
It would be crazy if it happened, right? Wow.
It would be crazy.
Listen, the season's heating up, though. The season is, somebody said, please, Facebook user says, please no. Says, please no. You don't want to see Elder Mother Marvel finally get her fantasy. You know that's her fantasy, to have all these big, black, strong men with her. That's her fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
Patty G, it might happen, baby. It might happen, Patty G. I'm sorry, but it might happen.
Isn't that how they become elders? If I'm not mistaken, ain't that how Ruth became an elder? Wasn't they supposed? I mean, I remember it was only Daikon that ended because Andrew couldn't do it. So is it safe to say that maybe Elder Mother had her, and that's I don't know.
Probably. Listen, I think everybody got ran through up in there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the men, women, they all got ran through. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Yes, this is a crazy show. Mama, I hope you're not watching. This is not the show to watch. But this is our guilty pleasure. I mean, we can go on and on for days, family. Man, we're seeing your comments. We appreciate your comments, family. This has been fun once again with the ladies, with my ladies, my fellow rockadooshi ladies, the elder mothers, and all of y'all. Listen, this has been fun. Did you have fun today? Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Absolutely. In a couple of hours, episode 5 is about to come through. So, family, make sure you are subscribed to each and every one of our channels. Okay, if you're not already, definitely hit that like button. We appreciate you. All right, EJ, the TV junkie, she is also streaming this as well. So if you're on there, make sure you hit that like button. Definitely comment below. Shout out to the replay gang. Also, Tika Deshawn, all things Ruthless, also is streaming this as well through YouTube and on Facebook. Shout out to the Ruthless squad everywhere, fam. Listen, we're getting ready. We're getting set. It's about to happen. What, in 3 hours, less than 3 hours, right? It's about to go down, family. I'm looking forward to episode 5. You may see one of these two hosting next week. We're gonna see. We're gonna flip a coin, see what happens. But we always have fun on the show, family. So EJ, anything else coming up that we need to know about?
I'm just gonna be dropping a bunch of power stuff this week. That's about it.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Tika Douchey, we already know y'all coming with the recaps and everything else like that, right, Tika? And anything else? I know you got some interviews coming up as well, right?
Absolutely. I will be bringing you guys one of the men that was in the line getting that poisonous food off those nasty dishes by the name of Marcus Donald. I will also be bringing you the man that was seen chopping the wood before the alleged almost getting your head chopped off that kind of situation by the name of Anthony Felton. So on Friday, I need you guys to make sure that you all are tapped into All Things Ruthless, home of Ruthless Addicts, Facebook and YouTube for these amazing interviews. And of course, just more Ruthless recaps. And I'm sure there's another show that's coming on or a movie review that I'll more than likely do this weekend. And at some point, your girl gonna have some music for y'all. But that's about it.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, VACAY-JAY, I forgot to say Queen Charlotte. I'm going to be doing Queen Charlotte. I'm going to review that one. So I forgot about that.
All right, family. Look at, make sure your notification is on. You know your boy gonna be dropping more power, right? More power book is coming. Power book is coming to an end real soon. So you know we're gonna have to, what we got to do with that. Definitely look out for that Ruthless recap coming. Probably almost right after the episode. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that recap because you know how I get down. I make sure it's out there for y'all. And yeah, we got some interviews coming up as well. And just keep on supporting us, family. We do this out of love. It's a labor of love for us, but we definitely enjoy what we do, family. So again, let us not forget, if you saw in the beginning, you'll probably see it at the end. We all have merch stores. So make sure you purchase the merch, right? All Things Ruthless, EJ store. You better shop here, shop there. We got all type of great material and merch. Family, we doing it for y'all. We got hats. We got all types of stuff. Okay, here she gonna break out that Team Effie, free Effie. I can't wait till next week to see if she's free or not. I can't wait to see. Again, we gonna talk about it. That's Power Show. I can't wait to see if she gonna flip or not. We gonna see. But family, we appreciate you all. If there's nothing else, family, thank you so much for joining us today. And until next time, salute.
Stay ruthless.
Peace.
Yo.
It was Judas who betrayed Jesus. Delilah was Samson. I have to, but I just don't understand. I give, and I teach. It is always the ones closest to you, and I knew it.
Raku bars by the highest.
VACAY